Yeah, I can see yo so ego driven, but I'm just a real G, I suppose. Yo, I said they were coming.
It's up to you. Vote now. And if you want the chance to be featured here on Top Plays, send in your best assist or scoring play with the hashtag 2KTVWOW. And don't forget your gamer tag. I'm staying here until next week's vote for Top Play of Season 5. I'm way too excited to leave. What? Kings have a home game?
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the Celtics looking dapper, getting off the bus earlier. So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. Then there's Champ, and it's Reeves in at the shooting guard position. And for Miami, tip-off goes to Miami. And this season's still very young. Greg, what are you looking forward to this year?
Well, Kevin, I'm always interested in the rookies, seeing which guys step up. The leap to the NBA can be a huge one, so you never know what'll happen with some of these young players.
Good.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
Here's Champ. Tatum on the wing. The pass to Champ. Reeves outside. Just 5 on the clock. No good with the triple attempt from Champ. Lima. He's covered by Brown. The rebound by the Celtics. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Some nice ball movement here by the Celtics. Here's Champ. He's guarded by Anunoby. Sinks the triple.
Not the best pick I've seen, but look, he got the job done, and that's all that matters.
Champ's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land. To the paint, here's Adebayo. Nunez with the rebound. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with a statue. And Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
And Kevin, well-deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city, plus he's already got a street named after him.
On defense, Miami. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. Here's Champ. Buries it down low. Champ's got 5 points so far.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
To stop the run. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Miami shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. No good on the free throw. So we can't get either to fall. Last game for the Celtics, they pick up the win against the Nets. Here's Champ. They get it again. They shoot again, and it's good on the layup. Tatum's got his second basket.
What muscle on that finish. It's hard trying to prevent Tatum from converting.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And coach called his timeout to try and reset things on offense. Shake them up a bit so they can hopefully start getting some shots to fall.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. To the inside. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. Once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage it.
Back to Brown. Here's Champ. He's got 5. 6 on the shot clock. Good on the three-point shot. Champ's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Celtics.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Passes it to Adebayo. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And contact can't slow Adebayo down. He's not afraid to get physical when he's attacking.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. On the wing, Reeves. From deep. And again, Boston with the triple.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
2 minutes. With the floater. Anunoby outside to the left wing.
Switch.
A second chance effort, and that one is off.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Pass to Champ. Shot from the wing, and another basket for Boston.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
At the elbow, it's Harris. Filima. He's defended by Reed. Filima controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Outside Tatum. Brown the pass to Champ. Back to Brown. Nice ball movement by Boston. Pass to Champ. The Celtics need to get a shot off. The 3. It's hauled in by Harris. And so Anunoby will bring it up for Miami. 9-point game. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Knocked loose. Stolen by Tatum. Now the pass to Nunez. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Excellent all-around performance so far. Hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
The Celtics shooting their first free throw of the night.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
And so it's Boston, up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, we've seen the Celtics really take control here.
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
And a moment.
Substitution on the court.
The Heat trail by 11. And for Boston, Champ out there with Petrovic. Then there's Jason Tatum. And it's Nunez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. .114 left now here in the second. Passes it to James. To the middle. Here's Baku.
Just has lost the feel in terms of scoring here in the second quarter.
And here's James outside. And the three ball is good. James has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Miami. Pass to Petrovic. There's 49 seconds left in the first half of the game. Pass to Champ. Shot clock at 6. Six for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Great recognition of the mismatch, abusing the smaller defender. Poor guy.
The dish to Harris. Taken away. Champ, the pass to Tatum. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And so that brings the first half to a close.
With a score, your Miami Heat 32. The Celtics 42.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. What a game we're seeing from Champ.
As impressive as the block totals are from him early on, they don't even tell the whole story. He's changed countless others.
And you can bet that that's had an effect the rest of the way. Guys won't be trying to take him one-on-one because he alters just as many shots as he blocks.
So with Smith sitting on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. And you hear, Richard, about players dunking and putting a hurting on the rim, but that iron sometimes can put a hurting on a player's hands too, right?
Oh, and then when you get older, those landings, they can start to hurt too. End of the day, there's a price to be paid for all that high flying and rim wrecking, and it's worth it.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo talked about how his mentality has evolved over his career. He said, shoot the ball. I feel like that's been my evolution. It sounds very simple, but I came into this league as a defender. I feel like the progression's been shoot the ball, worry about everything else later. Kevin?
Certainly, DA is a two-way threat. Can't cash in from close range. Boston leading by 12. And the pass to Reeves. Here's Champ. 15 points in the game. Nunez passes to Tatum. Just 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. Reeves, that's a two-pointer. No good with the wing jumper.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance. Off to a bit of a slow start in the second half. 0 for 3 so far.
Tatum passes to Champ. Reeves right side. Passes it to Champ. He kicks it to Brown. Pass to Champ. Lets it go with a 3. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Champ's got 18 points.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Now a timeout called by Miami. RJ, we've seen multiple all-star games for Jaylen Brown. Can he become a superstar?
Well, to me, if you've got a finals MVP in your back pocket on your resume, you are now a superstar, and Jaylen Brown is that.
Smith, rebounded by the Celtics.
An ominous start to the second half. They are now 0 for 4.
Here's Champ, and he banks in the layup. Champ's got 20.
The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
Willis, the pass to Smith. To end the drought, and it's Willis finishing it off.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Here's Champ. 20 points for him. Launches it, And the Celtics hit again from deep.
3.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Miami Heat. They trail by 18. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
Heat ball.
While there's a break in the action, let's take a look at the players who had the most steals in the league last season. Well, you look at Champ, always dangerous on the court. He leads the league.
There were so many nights when he controlled the game through his defense. Not a surprise to see him ranked at the top.
On defense, Boston. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Here's Anunoby, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen. And a look now at the Boston Celtics' upcoming schedule. On Saturday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving and the Chicago Bulls. And then on Monday, they'll go back home and they'll be hosting the Detroit Pistons.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Trey Murphy comes in for Bam Adebayo, and James subbed in for OG Anunoby. Now, here is Smith. He has 6. Takes a 3. No good there. Celtics leading by 21. Here's Champ. Out to the right wing. Pass to Kane. 5 to shoot. Here's Champ. And the Celtics another 3.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Now, here is Smith. Will it go? And he battles for the ball, gets the second chance bucket. For Boston, they've gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Champ, in their last matchup against the Nets, had a huge game. He scored 35 points, and all game long he seemed like he couldn't miss from outside the arc, converting many times from distance. He was remarkable in that game. It's not often you see a player that dominant, and I'm sure he wants to keep it going. Guys?
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort. That I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And that one's good by Petrovic. Petrovic has got 5 points now this quarter.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is. Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now, he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
The Celtics shoot their 4th shot at the foul line here.
28. 1.
That free throw good from Champ. The Heat have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Here's Philemon. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. The Celtics out in front, running away with this one. And we'll have the start of the 4th quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
Substitution
Changes
on the
here
court.
for the Heat. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Hodges. OG Anunoby comes in for Bridges. And Smith subbed in for McDaniels. Here's Champ. Oh, Tatum in position. The pass to Champ. Some people, RJ, have called for fewer regular season games. Could that help?
Absolutely not. If Kareem Abdul-Jabbar can take commercial flights and have to stay the night over and play 82 games, I think that the teams today can play 82 games.
On the court for the Celtics, the small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Then there's Champ, and it's Reeves in at the shooting guard. Poked away. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Philemon. He's defended by Reeves. Again, the miss by the Heat.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Here's Champ. A three ball. Bangs home the trifecta.
3 points.
Champ's got 34.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break. I'm not sure what happened there. His family's in the building. I don't know. You have to finish those.
Tatum passes to Champ. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And Smith with a clear path to the hoop. They need this one. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Second personal foul.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
All game long, they've been making it.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one.
That's the end of the
To
game.
come into an opponent's build.